Welcome back, my fellow miners and crafters, to Black Sheep SMP, the 800,000 block journey. um, yeah, this, I'm still a long way off of getting home. 778,000 blocks, no, 778,000 blocks away yet. And we're heading in that direction behind me, back there. Yeah. I'm stalling. I don't want to climb up and down this. Still kind of jittery when I'm moving. I don't know what I can do to fix that. But I know I'm not playing with these skeletons up here. Now, let's try to get up here. So I made a couple of minor rule changes to what I'm doing and not making it easier. Oop, there we go. If I die, even though we have the tombstone ability on here and all our stuff goes into a grave and we can find it again, I am not going to allow myself to recover my gear. If I die, I lose it all. It is just gone. I have to start over. And I hope that doesn't happen. But with this far to go, I'm sure it will. I plan on exploring every village I come across. And I think another good challenge would be every time I see a pillager tower, I gotta get to the top and check for horns. Why the horns? You know, why not? Maybe we can collect a few different ones. And I'll have to bring the ones I don't have with me along the way. Hopefully get them home. Oop. Which will also kind of eat up some inventory space. So inventory management will become a problem. Unless, of course, I die. And, yeah, these are simple graphics. I do not have fancy graphics on right now. I was hoping it would save me some of this jittering. It's really not. Man, I do not like being in this hill country. Oop. Oh, jeez. I don't know how far back ago I saved. I just spent an overnight in a hole. No bed. I have one with me, but I wasn't going to waste it. At least not for that particular point. But, I'm going to get going on this adventure, see how much farther I can get. Hopefully it's somewhere decent. I don't know. But if I find something along the way, I'll bring you guys back and let you know what's going on. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I was really expecting this to be a little more of an eventful adventure. Maybe a little more challenging, but this is just really running across the surface. I haven't come into any problems. I'm sleeping at night. There's always a village someplace to find a bed. And it's been a ton of water, so it's just boats. It almost made it 30,000 blocks so far since this began. It's slow going. And it's definitely boring. Like I said, I was expecting something a little more grandeur. Maybe something a little more challenging. We did take the naturalist add-on off, which gave us all our extra mobs. And the farming one as well. Farming one was all the fruit trees and extra stuff like that, but it was also... Here, let's see what's here. It was also another one that added a bunch of mobs to our world as well. Really thought that might help with some of this glitchingness, but... it hasn't. So it's strictly going to be because I am so far out and Bedrock Realms just hates you being this far away from spawn. I don't get it. I don't understand. I have not come across any pillager towers to go explore, so that hasn't been really an issue. Probably some mobs hidden here in the woods, but I just saw a skelly up there. Let's take him out just so we have some bow or arrows. Arrows, couple bones. Nighttime, I've been trying to kill a couple spiders just so I can craft a bow. I know the skellies can drop one, but they're usually so damaged they're really not worth keeping. Ooh. Oh, jeez. I do find knowing that this is a little bit easier to get through than what I was expecting. I'm being a little more careless on what I'm doing. I mean, that in itself will probably lead to my death, but hasn't so far. A piece of string. A little bit of water-soaked bread. Ooh. Yeah, and this is going to open up even into a bigger waterway. Alright, well, I'm going to keep going, and I'll get back to you in a little bit when something else happens. Well, that's 769,430 to go. That means I have crossed over the 30,000 block line. I think I'm going to impose some more rules just to make it a little more challenging. One, I can no longer place bullet beds. I can only use beds that are naturally spawned inside villages. So that means I have to make it from village to village if I want to save my progress at all. If not, then I die. I get sent back to the last village I found. I have to raid the pillager towers when I find them. I can't drop the bed. And I think after I'm done with the food in my hot bar, I can only eat the food that I find in villages. There's no more cooking meat or anything along the way. So I'm going to have to survive on the vegetables or the bread that I can find and make from the hay bales and straw. So I guess after I'm done with these 30 steaks here, I'm going to become a vegan. Yep. Alright, so there's no more meat here. I don't have it. Just have this stuff. I don't know what we need the leather for. But I think those challenges will help out a little bit. So if I start starving and I don't have food with me, I better hope I can find a village. Not that they've been that hard to find, but who knows what the next 730,000 blocks have in store for me. Well, I have gone 45,806 blocks in one direction and 19,000 blocks in the other, so we've gone almost 60, a little over 60,000 blocks. Got a long way to go, but luckily I found a village. I was getting kind of worried there. We'd gone quite a ways and we hadn't found anything yet, so this is my new spawn point, and I don't know. I think this is where we're going to call it. We got over our 50K done now, so 754,000 more blocks to go. Yeah. Regretting life decisions. But I think this is where we're going to wrap up this episode. Guys, I can only show you me running across land for so long. I haven't come across any pillager towers. Again, the rules are I can only eat the food I find in the villages now. I cannot recover my gear if I die. I have to set my spawn point in any village I come across. And I think if I see a village somewhere behind me someplace, I am not going back to it. This is a forward-only adventure. So if I accidentally pass a village, I may have created myself some problems. And yeah, that could be an issue later on. I do have some gear with me. I do have my full armor, which is still in good shape. Really haven't had a need for a lot of this stuff. If I get stuck out in the wild, you know, in between villages and can't find a spawn or a bed to sleep in, I think I'm going to be required to build myself a little shack for the night. I won't be able to sleep because I cannot put a bed down, but I don't think I'm going to allow myself just to dig a hole in the ground and hide that way. There's one more little bit of challenge, so no hidey holes. I can have a little camp or a little shack. I must sleep in villages. I must collect my food in villages. And I must raid any pillager towers I come across, which I haven't seen any. And I think if I raid a pillager tower and put that effort in, if I can find a horn, I got to keep the horn with me. As long as I keep my inventory and don't die. That makes sense? I won't keep duplicate horns, but why not? Let's add one more thing. So I'm going to collect horns in the pillager towers along the way and see what I can do. But hopefully it won't take too many episodes more and I will be home. And maybe undo anything that a certain somebody tree hugger has done to the Dwarven Keep. Because, yeah. I mean, I probably would too. But anyways, thank you all for coming along on this little adventure. And my poor decision-making skills. And until next time, thank you.